Hey, this is Kevin Jones with My Roofing, and I wanted just to answer some questions that we get about deductibles or insurance claims, when to file a claim. It can get confusing. A lot of times people will come home, they'll have a windstorm, they'll see a shingle missing or one out in the yard, and they'll call their insurance and they'll file a claim. And adjusters come out there and they find a shingle missing. And so, yes, it's an insurable loss, but it's a $100 repair, and that's not enough for your deductible. So they write you the paperwork. You have a claim. You get zero money because of the amount of your deductible, but you have a claim against you. And so people want to know about claims. And claims on a house, on an insurance claim for a roof, is different than a claim on a car. A car, if you have a wreck and you have a claim on it, it automatically will put you in a different bracket for your insurance price, and that when you renew or whatever, it's going to go up higher. On a house, your insurance does not go up because you have an insurance claim for a hailstorm or wind damage to your roof. Your rates are set by your company according to the zones that you're in and how many claims that they've had and their loss factors, and so that determines the cost of that. But just because a claim doesn't make your homeowner's insurance automatically go up doesn't mean you just want to have claims, because each company is different. Some of them set a thing of no more than 3 claims in 5 years. It's a warning flag. Others, they vary. But here's the thing. If you're going to file a claim that is not more than your deductible, then there's zero reason to file that claim, because you're still going to pay for the expense out of pocket, and it's not going to help you. Just because you have a roofer come by and knock on your door and, hey, I'll give you a free inspection, and jump up there and they see a little bit of hail damage, and yes, they'll tell you, hey, let's file a claim, because it doesn't matter to them. They would just rather have everybody on that street file a claim, and some of those are more than likely going to have enough damage to get bought, and so it's no skin off their nose for them. So I just want to tell you that you do want to have a qualified uh, roofing contractor to look at your roof before you ever file a claim. I mean, that's just the way it is. There's a couple of reasons for that. One, you want to get someone that has, preferably accredited with the Better Business Bureau, someone that has great Google reviews that you can check out that way, that you trust. Have them come up and then look, and then ask them to show you photos, video, something of the damage, explain it to you, because you can have 3 or 4 hail hits in an area, but that's not enough. A 10 by 10 area of roof, and depends on which company that you're insured with, they each have a different amount of hits, hail damage, per that square that they need in order to justify replacing the roof. Plus, they need to have it more than just on one slope. And so it needs to be around the house on different slopes. So it's not anything that you're going to be able to get on, from the ground and look up there and say, hey, I need a new roof, or I have hail damage. You also can't be on the ground and look up there and say, I don't see anything. Uh, Hail damage needs to be on the roof, needs to be inspected, it needs to be seen, it needs to be felt, um, and from that way you can determine. And so you really need to have a contractor that knows what they're doing, that will help you with that. That's not just looking to file a claim. I will tell you this, that with my roofing, in the last 10 years, we've only had 2 roofs that we said needed to be replaced, that the insurance argued with us about and said no, it didn't. One of those, we called for a reinspect. The next inspector came out and bought that roof. The other one just couldn't convince them. But we don't call for an inspection on a roof unless we know that the roof is to a point that it meets the criteria and it needs to be replaced. I know that you've had a hailstorm and your roof isn't leaking. You say that's great, but what happens is that hailstorm begins to develop over time, and over heat and over wind and over weather, and it becomes a leak. But by the time that it has become this leak, it has already been past that 12-month window. So now you've had this hailstorm 18 months ago, your roof is leaking, but because you didn't have it inspected and insurance to look at to purchase a new roof, you're out of that grace period, and so they no longer will cover that damage. They don't have to. And so now you got a leaking roof that needs to be replaced, and it's no longer an insurance issue. So the inspections are important, but having someone you trust is important as well. and not just filing a claim because you have a shingle repair. You may have $500 worth of repairs, but you don't need to file a claim for that. So let me just encourage you, if you have any questions about filing a claim, about roof damage, do you have it, do you need it, give us a call. Go to our website, myroofingonline.com. You can visit us on Facebook at facebook.com/myroofing. From there, you can find emails, you can find contact us, you can find our phone number, and let me know. And we'll be happy to come out and inspect it. We'll let you know if you really do need to do something, or if there's something else we can help you with for the time being. And we'd rather develop a relationship with you now, so that a year, 2 years, 3 years from now, when you do need a roof, we'll have that relationship and we can partner with you at that point. But for the time being, we just want to help you in your moments. So that's just kind of a heads up on what to do when you see a missing shingle. Don't get afraid. Don't let another company scare you. More often than not, when it's just a couple shingles missing and your roof is 5, 6 years old, typically that roof is still fine. It just needs a little attention. And so we'd love to help you with your next roofing problem that you have. So thank you very much, and we look forward to hearing from you.